welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll run play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready? That might line up in a punt formation and try to fake. You could see that. No, there are a lot of coaches early in game, big risks. So bells and whistles got to be good.
And that punt to the end zone put it in play from their back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to throw it, Sims. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is high octane, Boyd. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The sure hands, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This deep. Its head is spinning. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his back in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finding open areas. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Sims. Snagged in the middle, it's Tyson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Football game, and Jesse, a superstar.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Off play action on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, I love when defenses have a plan and they know what they're going to get. They see the jet sweep. They're not caught off guard. Nice job setting the edge, rallying, running to the football, and getting the guy on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Scanning the field, it's Sims. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll run it from the gun. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Direct snap. It's Brown. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
It'll be a draw. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give to Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Brown has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football, some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sims. They've got the screen set up. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Man, he was open, he had an opportunity, you just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking left. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. It's caught. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left. Absolutely perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Gets it out fast. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Blue Devils are flying down the field. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's King. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
Well, look, I know this is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Slithers into space.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to pass, it's Sims. The short hand, it's McClain. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
As he gets set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Tyson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's taking shots.
The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.